Hello, my name is Aisha Siddiqa and I'm Wireless Technical Consulting Engineer at Cisco. This video describes the steps to configure WPA3 WLANs on C9800 Wireless LAN Controllers along with a few tips. WPA2 and WPA3. WPA2 is the wireless encryption protocol that has been widely used over the years. It allows wireless clients to use IEEE 802.1x or pre-shared key authentication method with AES CCMP for encryption to access the wireless network, either in a personal or enterprise environment. WPA2 may be vulnerable to key reinstallation attacks and requires stronger passphrase to resist brute force attacks. WPA3, the successor to WPA2, offers stronger encryption, better authentication mechanisms, forward secrecy, and individualized data encryption for improved security on public Wi-Fi. WPA3 Personal. WPA3 Personal uses 128-bit cryptographic strength encryption with a password-based authentication method through SAE for user authentication purposes and is now used instead of PSK. To configure a WPA3 Personal SSID with a passphrase, follow these steps. Create and name a WLAN with 6 GHz radio policy enabled in the General tab. Under the Security tab, Layer 2 subtab, enable WPA3. Next, ensure WPA3 policy under WPA parameters is selected. In the Auth key management section, select the preferred encryption method as SAE and enter the desired passphrase. Fast transition is left disabled. Note: fast transition is not supported in SAE Personal in previous software versions. From version 17.9.1 onwards, FT plus SAE is a supported auth key management option and requires fast transition to be enabled. For the SAE password element, if both 5 gig and 2.4 gig bands are used, select both H2E and HNP. However, if the 6 gig band is used, then the H2 element only option needs to be selected. WPA3 Enterprise. WPA3 Enterprise extends the solid foundation provided by WPA2 Enterprise through an enforcement of mandatory use of protected management frames on all connections. It can utilize 192-bit encryption, which offers enhancement protection against brute force attacks. Authentication methods such as 802.1x or EAP ensure secure access control, ideal for large-scale deployments. In order to configure a WPA3 Enterprise SSID, follow these steps. Create and name a WLAN with a 6 GHz radio policy enabled in the General tab. Under the Security tab, Layer 2 subtab, enable WPA3, then ensure WPA3 policy under WPA parameters is selected. In the Auth key management section, select the preferred encryption method, which can be FT plus 802.1x or 802.1x SHA-256. Consider the use case and compatibility of your clients. Fast transition may or may not be supported. Ensure that PMF is set to required. At the same Security tab, but now under the AAA subtab, click on the Authentication List drop-down box and select your configured method list used for .1x authentication. In order to use GCMP 256 encryption with suit 192.1x authentication, remember to turn off fast transition to maintain network integrity. Transition mode. The WPA3 transition mode, also known as WPA3 plus WPA2 mixed mode, is used when there is a mix of clients. Some clients support only up to WPA2 and some clients support up to WPA3. The WPA3 capable clients use WPA3 802.1x SHA-256 or SAE, while WPA2 capable clients use WPA2 Enterprise 802.1x SHA-1 or PSK. Mixed mode applies to both bands, 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz bands. It is recommended to use only WPA3 instead of mixed mode for maximum security, as it is less prone to attacks. WPA3 Personal Transition Mode. In order to configure WPA3 Transition Mode or Mixed Mode Personal SSID with a passphrase, follow these steps. Create and name a WLAN with 6 GHz radio policy disabled in the General tab. Under the Security tab, Layer 2 subtab, select WPA2 plus WPA3. Next, ensure WPA2 policy and WPA3 policy under WPA parameters are selected. In the Auth key management section, select both PSK and SAE encryption methods and enter the desired passphrase. Fast transition can be enabled or disabled, but not adaptive enabled. Tip: if FT plus PSK or FT plus SAE is selected, then fast transition must be enabled. The recommendation is to select transition disable under WPA parameters. Ensure the PMF is set to optional because WPA2 clients may not be able to connect. Note: with transition mode, there is a security challenge of WPA3 capable stations that can connect on the more vulnerable WPA2. The transition disable setting helps maintain the security of WPA3 networks through prevention of WPA3 stations that connect to the less secure WPA2 or older protocols. Note: older software versions does not broadcast 6 GHz even when it is enabled when WPA2 plus WPA3 are selected in mixed mode. From 17.12.1 version, 6 GHz radio policy for WPA3 transition mode can be enabled. WPA3 Enterprise Transition Mode. To configure a WPA3 transition mode for Enterprise SSID, follow these steps. Create and name a WLAN with 6 GHz radio policy disabled in the General tab. Under the Security tab, Layer 2 subtab, enable WPA2 plus WPA3. Next, ensure WPA2 policy, WPA3 policy, and select transition disable under WPA parameters. In the auth key management section, select both 802.1x and 802.1x SHA-256 as preferred encryption methods. Ensure the PMF is set to optional. Consider the use case and compatibility of your clients. Fast transition is supported. At the same security tab but now under AAA subtab, click on the authentication list drop-down box and select your configured method list used for .1x authentication. Note: older software versions does not broadcast 6 gig even when it is enabled if WPA2 plus WPA3 are selected in mixed mode. From 17.12.1 version, 6 GHz radio policy for WPA3 transition mode can be enabled. Opportunistic wireless encryption OWE. OWE is a security method paired with an open security wireless network to provide it with encryption to enhance privacy and security because it adds PMK encryption to regular open network or WebAuth network. In order to configure OWE, follow these steps. Create and name a WLAN with 6 GHz radio policy enabled in the General tab. Under Security tab, Layer 2 subtab, enable WPA3, then enable WPA3 policy under WPA parameters. In the auth key management section, select OWE as preferred encryption method. Ensure that PMF is set to required. Fast transition is disabled. This concludes the WPA3 configuration. Remember, you can access the Cisco video library for more useful short videos. Thank you for watching.